Last winter, I wrote an article called Elon Musk and the Decline of Western Civilization. I noted that Musk was following a pattern originally set by former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, in which a rich businessman acquires a media empire, uses that media empire to get political power, and then, as a politician, protects his business interests through political means. I thought that this was exactly the pattern that Elon Musk was following. He bought Twitter, a major internet platform that helped him broadcast his political message. He did not become an appointed or elected official, but he became very close to Donald Trump, at least early in the Trump administration, and used that power to protect his business interests in Tesla, Starlink, and all of the other businesses he runs. The accumulation of power into a plutocracy in the United States is continuing apace. A couple of things happened in the last few weeks to further that narrative. So Musk himself was offered by the Tesla board a $1 trillion incentive to keep working at building Tesla. Now, I think that this offer is frankly a little bit ridiculous because it's only triggered if Tesla stock hits an incredibly ambitious price point. Given the damage that Musk has done to the Tesla brand already and the growing competition from any number of other Chinese and other American automakers, getting to that point is going to be pretty difficult. What's particularly, to me, offensive about this is the idea that a single individual could be worth $1 trillion. This is 3.5% of American GDP, and the implication is that Musk, by his own efforts, will have created that much value. The other 96.5% is contributed by the other 340 million of the rest of us Americans. It's kind of absurd to think that you would have to motivate Musk by this kind of a monetary offer to do well by his company. You'd think that his pride in making Tesla a successful auto company would be sufficient to keep his nose to the grindstone. And it also feeds this this narrative of people that like Ayn Rand, that the world is moved ahead by these creative geniuses that spring up like gods from the ground and make life better for all of us because of their superior intelligence, will, and fortitude. And I think that it ignores the fact that, successful as Tesla has been and important an entrepreneur as Elon Musk has been, that it is also a collective effort. There are engineers, there's product managers, there's marketers, there's people on the factory floor that work for him. And as a team, they've created Tesla. It's not all simply stuff that's sprung from the brain of one individual. I should say something as well about the cult of Elon Musk. There are many people that believe among his fanboys that he is the smartest person in the world, that he's a genius who turns to gold everything he touches. Now, there's no question that he's very smart in certain ways. I think the primary mode is as an industrial organizer. He's a very good person to set up a big company like Tesla, something that has not been done by very many American entrepreneurs previously. But he's also very stupid in many ways. I think that I've never seen a prominent individual as oblivious to the way that other people perceive him as Musk. He was completely surprised at the hostility he engendered when he started campaigning on Donald Trump's behalf. I think one of the first things that you would learn in any business school program, which is that as a CEO, you should not alienate your primary customer base by politicizing your product. And yet that is exactly what's happened, and as a result, there's been a worldwide reaction against Tesla, where all of the liberals that used to buy it because of environmental motivations are no longer interested in that particular brand. And so it's a funny combination of, extreme smarts and extreme stupidity that make up the Elon Musk that we know. Now, the other thing that's happened is a consolidation of an incredible media empire under the control of Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, and his son David. That empire now is going to include Paramount Global, Skydance, MTV, CBS, Warner Brothers Discovery, which includes HBO, CNN. There's also talk of their acquiring Barry Weiss's Free Press. Now, this move, this concentration of oligarchical money behind a business empire follows the Berlusconi Musk pattern very directly. They're going to have control over a huge number of media channels by which they could potentially influence American politics. I don't know whether either Ellison, father or son, has particular political ambitions. Larry Ellison has been a Trump supporter, but not particularly personally active in politics. But it speaks to the incredible concentration of media power backed by incredible concentrations of money that exist in the contemporary American economy. I think that antitrust law, as it developed through the Chicago School in the 1970s and 80s, focused antitrust only on economic harms that concentrated monopoly power brings about. It did not talk about the political harms to democracy, where some people have much more voice in influencing public opinion than others. The Citizens United decision of the Roberts Court back in 2010, in retrospect, was a really bad decision. It asserted that corporations also had free speech rights, which I think is probably true. They should be able to express themselves. But it didn't take account of the technological context in which we find ourselves today, in which some people can write op-ed pieces, they can write letters to the editor, they can speak out at town hall meetings, and other people control gigantic media channels through which they can influence print, TV, online simultaneously. And free speech under these conditions means speech for some people is vastly more important and effective than speech for other people. And that, I think, is not good for democracy. So this is the direction in which the country is moving. I think it's a very bad one. I think that there are remedies for this in public policy, but we haven't even begun to discuss them because I think that media oligarchy really doesn't want that discussed. That is really the elite conspiracy that I think is happening. It's not so much of a conspiracy because it's actually happening out in broad daylight. So thank you for listening. If you like this content, please subscribe to my Frankly Fukuyama YouTube channel, and also subscribe to the Frankly Fukuyama blog that is on American interests and the Persuasion family of online content. Thanks very much.